we know how to import an image file from somewhere else, let's try external CSS. Naturally, inside your root folder, you should create a child folder CSS to store all the independent CSS files. Creating an independent CSS file is rather simple. First, turn on your Notepad++, copy everything inside the style tags and paste them onto the CSS file. But remember, you do not need the style tag. And set the language to CSS. Next, name the file and save it to the CSS folder. And after that, let's link it back to the HTML file. To link back to an external CSS file, you use the link tag. We have already learned this tag when displaying Favicon. It requires you to set 3 attributes: href, rel, and type. The href attribute tells the system the name and location of the CSS file. In this case, the HTML file is stored in the HTML folder, and the CSS file is stored in the CSS folder. Therefore, the value we assign to the href attribute should be // and the file folder name CSS and the file name css.css. Next, we should set rel to style sheet and type to text/CSS. This is to tell the system that it is dealing with an external CSS. Now, these 2 values are very important, so make sure that you've got them right. And because we have, we can see the final result is exactly the same. The link tag is not the only way to link CSS files. Sometimes you will find people importing CSS files using another method. They will import the external CSS files from inside the style tags. They will keep the style tags, but inside the style tags you will put @import, and behind it you put the word URL under parenthesis. Inside the parenthesis you put the URL. So, what is the difference? Well, @import will load HTML first. The link tag will load CSS first. But what kind of differences will that make? Well, if the HTML code is long and the internet speed is slow, you will find that the @import will display a web page with no decoration first. After the CSS file has been loaded, the whole web page will look normal. Using the link tag, the CSS file will be loaded first. Therefore, you won't have this problem anymore.